us into a rap with no strap, no strings attached. Hell yeah, but only to the roots, to the origins of a making. Now there's no faking.
Selma here. Romantic Betrayal. There's a few young adults I've been helping with this. There's a couple new ones that came to me with this. Challenging the relationship. In doing the work with Heartbroken to Open-Hearted, we touched on that. And so here I am. It's not a curriculum video. We're not going to go deep in any concept or strategy. It's just a few minutes between my heart and yours. And I hold the intention that this touches you, serves you, honors you, loves you in any way, shape, or form if you are touching that in your life, or if you are still touching it from having happened at some point in your life. Romantic betrayal. So there's three little things that I would love to just have you consider. One is step out of the circumstance. Get away from it. Look at it from the eyes of the loving observer, as we call it at DBI. Become the loving observer, not the judgmental observer. There's no assignment of good or bad, right or wrong. It's what is. You're just looking at it from a loving perspective. And so, what does that mean to you? Really, what does it mean to you if in a relationship there's that betrayal? What's the meaning that you assign to that in general for relationships? And then compare what that meaning is to you as a loving observer to what it has meant to you during the process that you've been embracing in your own life. Now from your own perspective taking into account how you feel about it. Compare the two perspectives. And thirdly, try to find an alignment between them. Where are you off alignment? Sometimes we look at things from a different perspective. We use a different set of eyes if we are involved or versus not being involved. So what is it that your heart tells you? And what is it that you are allowing the process of touching the pain to come and become the judgmental observer now? So compare those two perspectives and see where can you get them into alignment. And then in doing that, I would also encourage you to consider looking at the entire circumstance and look for any lessons that you can find in it from which you can grow. I get it that it's painful. I get it that you're going through the process of getting that pain touched. And as we say also to the DBI kids, we remind them a lot, touch and go, touching that pain, learning the lesson, grabbing it, growing, and going with that growth. So what are the possible lessons that can result in growth from a situation that if you only look at from a very general perspective or a very emotionally charged perspective where you bring all your ego and all of that right and wrong perspective, where can it be growth for both in the partnership, for both partners in the relationship? So that's consideration number one. Then there's another consideration that I would love to suggest to you. There's three. So the second one is sometimes the process of touching the pain, getting the lessons, growing, grabbing, whatever it is there that will allow or contribute to our growth, that process is lengthy sometimes. And both partner that betrayed and betrayed partner can get exhausted by the process of both touching the pain that comes from romantic betrayal. So I would encourage you to consider being patient. If you are the one betraying, be patient with the process of your partner touching whatever there is to touch in there and moving forward, either back to the relationship fully or onto another relationship or out of relationship with you. So be patient with the process. And if you were the one betraying, in addition to that, I would remind you and encourage you to love your partner. Love your partner. And love unconditionally. You don't know where this is going to go. But if this is the partner that you intend to continue to explore light consciousness communion with, then love your partner. Just love your partner. Okay? And then if you are the partner that was betrayed, same applies. Be patient with your own process. Sometimes we feel like the person that is processing something is taking too long, and sometimes the person that is doing that processing is getting tired and sick and tired and sick and tired. I'm done, and why do I still feel this way? It's been however long, fill in the blank. There's no time frame. Everybody processes pain and processes growth at a different pace. So be patient with your own pace. Just allow yourself the space to touch the pain. Become clear where you want to go, and then be patient in that process of getting to where you wish to go in this process. And then number 3, for both of you, and this is nothing new, and although it's nothing new, I encourage you from the most profound space in my heart, I encourage you, find forgiveness, both of you. Find forgiveness for yourself if you were the one who betrayed your partner in the relationship. Forgive yourself. We're humans. And as I keep repeating, in our human condition, we make mistakes, royal mistakes at times. I will never get tired of repeating that. So we make mistakes. Forgive yourself for having done something that perhaps you are not proud of. And so if you're not proud of yourself and your behavior and your choice, forgive yourself. Find the space within you to extend compassion to an extent that will allow you to forgive yourself for what you did that as you not proud of yourself. And if your partner was the one who betrayed you, forgive your partner. And this doesn't mean that I'm encouraging you to continue in this relationship. Look, we could stay here for the rest of the day, touching on other aspects of the relationship that will be better indicators if this relationship should or not continue to exist. So we'll leave that for another opportunity. Right now, assuming, yes, this is a healthy relationship, positive relationship, there's love, there is deep commitment to continue to explore light consciousness communion, then without committing to, yes, I'm going back to the relationship and it's all over, it's all done, the process needs to be the process. And even if you're not ready to do that, forgive your partner. And for those of you that have worked with me before, you understand that even the process of forgiveness is a process. There's a process. And so not even knowing what that process is, just in your heart embrace that understanding that maybe you too can create the space for forgiveness for your partner to manifest and take a hold of your heart. And in forgiving your partner, find a space to forgive yourself. Some of us get frustrated for the way we feel about certain circumstances, that we intellectually interpret them in a certain way, And again, I'm not going to right, wrong, good, bad. We just interpret them intellectually at a certain way. And then down the road, there's an emotional conflict. And then you say, wait a minute. I believe it's part of my intellectual domain that I interpret this way. This is just how I am and how I interpret this. How come I'm feeling this way? And so, even for the way that we feel at times, we need our own forgiveness and patience and acceptance. So, those are my 3 reminders, considerations, encouragings. Those are my 3 gifts for you today. And I pray that they serve you, they honor you, and they bring love, that they continue to plant the seed of love in your heart, in your path, in the treasure that it is your life. Thank you for your time, and leave every moment of your life open-heartedly. Keep reminding yourself of that gift that it is to choose stepping onto life open-heartedly. All love, I am Selma Patricia with AMOR Programs and the Dream, Believe, Inspire Academy.
So we can come clear and tell her yes it is, so that I can understand. I can take a stand so that I can drop a hand and help a fellow man. Perhaps, galera, check it out. We go out in these musical matters. Hey, so right about now, I'm gonna tell you as it is, yo. It's the Afro-Brazilian connection. Now there's no distraction, and you go pay attention, cause you don't wanna be no adventure. Step on top of this beat of ours, and I might be tempted to devour. Man, hell yes, some musical vibes, and now positivity is on our side. Refrão, galera, and